I made a post saying that I'd speedrun every single game that people told me to. I had some rules though. The game had to be free or a game I already owned, and only one game would be picked per person. I even told people to send me their worst, and I expected to get maybe 5 comments total. I got 25 comments. I said 1 per person, 1, and 2 people gave me grocery lists. This person gave me a 4-hour speedrun. What part about this says 4 hours to you? No, seriously, tell me. I'm waiting. From 25 comments, I was given 42 different games. Obviously, I'm gonna keep that 1 per person rule, and some of the games others suggested I didn't actually own. So to compromise, I took the 20 most interesting games from your comments, and I speedran all of them. In their entirety. I said I'd only play 5 minutes of each, but I completed 20 whole speedruns. Some of these games you've never heard of and are fantastic. Others you definitely have, and that's because they're gone. And below, I've timestamped all of them for you, so feel free to skip around to a game you like. I'm not here to waste your time. So, I won't. So I got a ton of comments telling me to speedrun COD Zombies. That was a grocery list. I played 3 total, but for the sake of time, I'm only gonna cover 2 of my favorites. And the first is eisendrache. Now you may be thinking, how the hell do you speedrun a game where your goal is just to survive? And to that I say, Easter eggs. Compared to the smaller compartmental secrets in other games, the true COD Zombies experience, I would argue, is the Easter eggs. Every facet of these maps feature hidden clues pointing towards a bigger conspiracy. DE is no different. And so, if I'm gonna talk about the speedrun for DE, I'm just gonna end up talking about the Easter egg, but like, really fast. First you run outside, feed the dragon zombies. Psych! Feed 3 dragon zombies. Now you have a bow. Shoot the bonfires with the bow. Do it again, and now bow, shoot lightning. F it. Time travel. Now play Simon Says. I don't know why they added this, but I like this part. But then you meet your friends coffin down to Austria, go back in time, fight giant robot zombie, feed a demon souls. Oh, Mom! Mom! I got the ray gun! I got the ray gun! 2 hours of runs went by, and I didn't complete a single one. This is because of the keeper step. Here the game tells you to kill 4 rounds worth of zombies with your bow while standing in this no-no square. Actually, it's a yes circle. But this step sucks for 2 reasons. First of all, 4 rounds of killing zombies while using only 1 weapon, you're gonna run out of ammo. And the game's answer for that is, the game doesn't do shit, and so you're forced to sit there all ooh-woo-like, waiting for the game to drop you a max ammo. But what if you did get one? Then you finally get to do the step, and that's the second problem. It is tedious and boring. There's nothing fun about shooting the ground 75 times. And since all the zombies have the reach of fucking LeBron, the game will sometimes just decide to lag, not kill the zombies right away, and GG, what? No re. This step is honestly not that bad. I'm just really salty and annoyed about dying, but after recording the last bit, I finally beat it. I'm done with this map. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Hey, it's that dog flash game I played as a kid. That's what I expected to say, but this game fucking slaps. When I was a kid, I just enjoyed dicking around with the customer's food. The pepperoni pizza was my favorite. But when I tried speedrunning this game for the first time, I did not expect it to slap harder than my grandma's flip-flop. This game is a real-time war simulator disguised as a Pizza Hut. You have to perfect each and every one of the customer's orders to a T. Take Rita, for example. You gotta put all the mushrooms on the bottom, throw it in the oven for a quarter of the time, wait. I said wait, Benifer, back the f up, Benifer. There, it's done. Then you get to cut out the Smash logo, get a 2-star food review, rinse and repeat for another 20 minutes. This is such an unforgiving speedrun to play through, but I swear, when everything works out in the end, it's so goddamn satisfying. This run actually has speedrun strats too. The customers you get on a given day are RNG, which can sometimes make or break a world record pace. And you'll notice here that each of the customers gets the same order every time. I know that because Wally likes a lot of fish. For this challenge, I did the most popular 5 ranks category, where the goal is just to level up 5 times. And while I did get screwed over by RNG quite a bit, I ended up perfecting all the orders and got a 24-minute and 17-second run. I loved every second of this game. 10 out of 10 pepperonis out of 10. Thank you for the god tier suggestion, Francis. It's only downhill from here. If you thought I was gonna play the Battle Royale here, you would be mistaken. I wanted a real speedrun, a Spider-Man death run speedrun. I booted that shit up right away, and immediately, where the fuck is Spider-Man? This is a custom map where the creator can include anything they want, and yet somehow none of this map has anything to do with Anyway, the speedrun for this thing was pretty interesting. You gotta hit the checkpoints and end at the finish, but to do that, you gotta use Fortnite's new movement system. Swimming is smooth, sprinting is fast, you can even slide now, that's pretty cool, but there's problems, like the fact you can run out of stamina. You could be sprinting, ready to jump off of a building and you fall to your death because of something you had no control over. Yeah, if it wasn't clear, I did not like this run. I finished this thing with a sub 4-minute time. Fuck you, my name, for the recommendation. Wait, you fucking, I like my name. Fuck you.
Super hot. Super hot. Super.
I mean, he's kind of attractive, I guess.
Superhot is the perfect game for speedrunning. An FPS where time moves only when you move. Normally you'd slow down and dodge the bullets coming to you because the game's that hard, but in a speedrun, we don't have that kind of time. The whole run is a risk-reward setup of when to lose time to not die and when to call it quits. And it doesn't hold its punches. Some of the AI in this game I'm convinced are using cheat engine, but this setup works way too well for both playing and watching this run. I don't actually own the full game. I could only play the free demo online, but even in this demo, there's a lot to love here. There's this level. Normally you matrix dodge, but in a speedrun, you gotta run towards all the bullets. Then there's the hardest level. 10 enemies swarm you from all sides, and with limited ammo, you have to systematically dodge bullets, shoot back, and anchor around dead bodies to loot ammo.
Don't do that, though. Don't do that.
This game was a ton of fun, and by the end of the demo, I snagged myself a 132 for a 4th place spot. I've been dying to speedrun this game in some way, and this video was just a great excuse to do that.
Super hot.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your home...
Getting over it. The game where you climb a mountain with a hammer and you climb your keyboard with your face. Liam wanted me to get a top 20 speedrun, and Liam never specified which leaderboard. I will now capitalize on Liam's mistake. Bam, introducing Getting Over It, but I can't see the mountain. Now this looks really hard to do on paper, and in practice, you'd be right, but I've played this game a lot, and I already know where everything is, making it a whole lot easier to complete. I'd say the hardest part is the bucket jump. The bucket jump was the hardest in the original, but here you have to somehow guess where it is, and then pull yourself off of it without falling whatsoever. From there though, the ice mountain was pretty easy, and I flew past the final tower for a time of 11:17. This puts me top 5 for the speedrun as a whole. Don't show that though, don't. Yay, I got top 20.
Man, this shit is boring. Wait, hold on. Here, let me just give me a, come on. You can just,
Speedrunning Minecraft with a filtered seed was a sick idea. This gave me pretty much everything I needed in a run. I just had to go find it. Need water for the portal? Don't craft iron, silly. Just trade with this guy to trade with this guy.
Wait, you can't just put a bucket in your pocket. That, how does that work?
The F3 menu is like a little treasure map. What does this number mean? Oh, it helps you find one of these guys. What do these numbers do? 99 finds you treasure. 44 finds you the stronghold, and a bone at 00 finds that stronghold even faster. Why? Why? I don't fucking know. You can even get a pumpkin and bake some pie. This is unrelated. But put it on your head, now you can stare at Medusa. And this slice tells us where this guy is, so we know how to get that water in the first place. This segment was 3.14 sentences long. You get the joke yet? You get it? You get it now? Okay, I rounded. Minecraft speedruns are fast, and with all these ridiculous strats, they're only gonna get faster. As for my run, I spent 3 days going for it and had my end portal spawn behind a wall. But I killed the ender dragon in only 5 beds, so I can't really complain all that much. Who recommended this again? Oh! Jethro said I should speedrun a Crash game, and I gotta say, I fucks with Jethro Pelosa. I never got to play this game as a kid, but the movement in this game, I swear, it's as smooth as margarine. For the speed run, I chose the second game because after some research, I found a way to beat all of it in 20 minutes. Okay, first you gotta head to the snowy level, get to this box and bounce on it exactly 200 times, a process which takes approximately 3 minutes and tricks the game into shifting item indexes within the PlayStation 2 console. Then we need to store our jump data by performing an incredibly precise spin crouch and jump on exactly 25 seals in a row. I didn't write this far into the script, so everything I'm
What? You need a better explanation. Okay, picture this, but replace the one-ups with flagpoles. We good? Oh wait, I'm not done.
Then we wrap up the seals, finish the level, whereby accessing the 200th index out of 256 unique item storages in the PlayStation 2 reads the ID for the crystal item, where jumping on 25 seals gives us 25 that index item. Fuck, it's the crystal. That's the crystal, allowing us to leave the world, to go to the... I can't.
We're taking the cannon to World 8, okay? Are we done?
And with World 8 complete, this unlocks all the bosses in the game, meaning all that's left is to kill him. This guy has a bunch of knives. This one's name is Tiny, but he's actually big. I don't like Tiny, he's really annoying. Then we beat up a guy named Engine, and after that, we wrap up the race against Cortex and finish the run for a 21:45. This was the worst run on the leaderboard, but come on, I'm proud of myself here. I beat a whole speedrun for a game I've never even played normally, and overall, my movement was swifty. Rice wanted Roblox. A Roblox speedrun. The funny block game. There is no possible universe where this is gonna be good. Maybe it's because Roblox is free or something, but this is the 13th most popular speedrun of all time. The run is a big parkour map with 30 different levels, slowly getting harder and harder as you go on. There's some little time saves you can do here and there, like moving tighter corners, jumping smaller skips, but apart from that, this run is pretty simple and pretty vibey. In my attempts, I was on pace for a deathless run. It would have been hype as f***, and then I got to the cloud level. Forget everything I said about this run. I hate it now. I didn't die again though, and ended with a 1549 on Rainbow Road. I did not expect to do that well for this, but I'm sorry. It will not happen again, but now that I have your attention, Roblox and fear are two words that don't really jive too well together.
Unless you work for them.
Doors is the exception though, and there's 100 of them to go through. Each one is generated randomly, so you don't really know what the game's gonna throw at you until it does. This is the most interesting aspect. Each of these monsters have different rule sets, so when the time comes, this speedrun is all about rolling with the kicks. This guy's name is Ambush. He comes back and forth to attack you because this guy's parents didn't love him. Screeches will stick to you in the dark. If the lights go out and you hear a whisper, that's a sign you gotta look directly at them to not lose health. Door 50 is just a Jubilee video. A blind guy with super hearing locks you into a library and you gotta psychoanalyze him to guess his passcode.
Yeah, definitely an ENTJ.
There's more where that came from too. Spoilers, but the final door of the game has you escape from him by playing Simon Says to open an elevator. What's with that, by the way? If you get lucky, the doors won't give you anything at all, but in these moments, it's the lack of expectation that will make you fear the worst. And it's right then that it'll get your blood pumping right back up. Doors was a gem hiding in plain sight. I didn't expect to play it as much as I did, but I managed a 1534 by the end of it. The RNG in this thing might make you want to break your keyboard, but the other side of that coin holds a game that I cannot recommend to you enough. Muck is a game of beauty. Muck is pretty similar to Minecraft, but if you've ever played Muck, you'd know that that's a complete lie. The speedrun I chose for this game was Set Seed Boss Rush, the one where you kill all the mini-bosses. Right away, I set it to easy. Yoinked the world record seed, spawned right next to a chest, and grong. In the chest, there's bread and a spear, and now... I summon Gronk. I stab Gronk, and these enemies stab me too. I gotta ignore them though, and head to the next boss. This part's pretty cool. I have to move in diagonal jumps to save time and eat bread to save stamina. But now, I gotta fight the Guardian. This guy is cracked. He can shoot lasers out of his eyes, but I clap him too. Now we're back to peace and quiet. I go diagonal again. But then I gotta fight the big chunk. Oh my god, he's huge. I clap him too. Yeah, this is basically the whole run. It isn't anything to write home about, but aspects of the game did get the spotlight here, like RNG. I know I did a set seed run, but the amount of bread in this chest is random, so I gotta hope for a high amount to keep my stamina in check and go fast. By the end of the run, I hopped over the Chief's spear and killed him within a couple strikes. Muck was pretty cool. I might do a full run of any percent at some point, so shout out to a flying turtle for the comment. Okay, just this once. Just this one time.
Alright, I'm trying to improve my time. I gotta hit the snowball into the hole before it disappears. Because it will melt. See, the hole's to the right there. Okay, I don't know why it went to the left there. That didn't make sense. If I can just hit it before it disappears. If I can just hit it before it disappears!
I didn't want to spend hours playing the whole game, so I speedran the whole game. I got a 223. Don't get mad at me for this, but I've never played Bloons before, so when it came to speedrunning this game, I had no clue what I was going into. From what I gathered, this is a game where you take monkey and shoot balloon, and for the speedrun, the more balloon on screen, the longer the run will be. You just gotta shoot up all the balloons before they see the light of day. For this one, I decided to just speedrun the first level, and after watching the world record to get some strats, these bitches were pay to win. They had the ice monkey. I didn't have the ice monkey, but what they don't know about me is that I'm a master tactician. I've got the smarts. I put my dart monkey right here and my archer here, but I don't stop there. I get my boomerangs in there, then I get my cannons. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. My main strat was to use this fast forward thing here to speed things up, upgrade my boomerangs for speed and attack, and then do the same for these cannons to take out these lead balloons. These are really powerful. That being said, my strats weren't perfect, so I let a lot of balloons slip past my monkey fingers, but I finished my best run with a sub 7, putting me like 200th on the leaderboard. This game was pretty chill. I might play it in the future, so shout out to Augusto for the recommendation. I liked it a lot. Come on, you remember Goat Simulator? I used to think this game was the funniest thing since MLG Teletubbies. That was back when I was 9, and now I hate it. This was dog shit. I did the rodeo speedrun, a race around Goat City Bay where you have to hit every single checkpoint. But even though this is supposed to be a race, games at the time thought it was fucking hilarious to just ragdoll the player out of nowhere. When you're trying to go fast in a race around the entire map and the game is just all like, ooh, fireworks. It's not funny. It's only funny when I do it. There weren't even any cool time saves to talk about either. At one point I theorized I could jump on this truck, which would save time because it moves fast, but no, the game lied. The truck doesn't move fast, and so the only interesting thing in this run was now dead. I finished my run with a sub-minute time, which puts me 6th on the leaderboard. Thank you, Lecos, for the comment, but I'm never playing this game ever again. Gurdif gave me a couple games, but I'm gonna go with COD 4. Why, you ask? Hit the target! Slash bang through the door! Sprint to the finish! That's a new squadron record, so. The FNG mission on COD 4 was literally built for speedruns. Run through the course, throw a couple flashes, shoot the targets, and jump in the hoop to get your final time. It's super simple, but with all the different tools the game gives you, the time saves possible are super badass. Here you can jump down the stairs instead of running, which is slower. At the start, these targets are all spread apart, but if I jump to the right, oh, bam! I get a collab. The world record just says fuck it and shoots a grenade launcher at all 3 and then hits the rest of the targets outside the fort. This mission is so fucking sick, and in my initial runs I could only get a best time of 13.4. But then, stealing world record strats for myself, I got a 10.9 for a top 50 time. Shout out to Gurdif for sending it in. I had a lot of fun with this one, and no, Gurdif, I'm not playing 5 different Saints Row. Portal is one of those speedruns where you have no idea what's happening. These speedruns are cool to watch. To see the rules in these games shattered with glitches, it's fascinating. But there's another kind of speedrun. These games see the players follow all the rules, but the fun part is seeing just how well they can follow them. In case it wasn't clear already, we're talking about Portal glitchless. In these runs, you can still kind of tell what's going on, and without all those glitches, all that's left for the player is to find creative solutions. Take Chamber 17 for example. Here we grab a cube, head over to the main area, solve a puzzle to raise these platforms, and hop over the ledge. But we can get a bit crafty. Let's say you shoot this camera off the wall, put it in front of that ledge, and put a cube on top of it. Now I don't know if you noticed, but that's just a staircase. Easy peasy, grab the cube, you're past the ledge. There's creative ideas like this all around Portal, using the camera to keep the door open. Are we seeing the same game right now? And if you thought that was sick, then guess what? That's only like a couple of the chambers. Yeah, the rest of this run is just Portal, but played fast, and that's cool, but I'm not fast. And so after fighting GLaDOS the old boring way, I got a 38-minute time, near the bottom of the leaderboard. But hey, I'm not used to playing glitchless. I normally play Portal with glitches, so shout out to Zombie Man for the game. I'm happy with the time I got. Eraser. I've played this game before. It's a lot like Getting Over It. You climb up a tower, and if you don't, then you get really mad. That's the gist. And I had the world record for this game way back when. So when Panda asked me to take the world record back, I thought,
Look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Panda, like this Panda actually has the 2-player world record, so I may have just hit up the any % world record holder to beat his run out of spite. Yeah, I know, it was pretty petty, but anyway, I already have 2 other videos about this game, and just go watch those videos. I'm not about to rehash strats that I've... Okay, fine, just let me think of something. Let's see. My voice been deeper since... Oh, okay, let me do that over. That was bad.
My voice been deeper since I got 2 lines, but my 2 eyes see lights at the end of the tunnel. Fuck it, we struggle. Princess party poppin' fine ass cake, calling me crazy, cause compliments mean opposites, oops. Daisy, calling me in a cage, bold of me hazy mazy, but I don't shy away from talking birds unnecessarily, fuck.
Are you serious right now?
So 20 for the goal, playing emulator, don't have the console. 120 total, so we divide by 4. To pick up the buddy, then we teleport through the door. Teleport through the door. Finally jump the buddy, so we teleport through the door. Swimming in that water, another star on the board. But my cycle can't shit no, cause now my thumb's too sore. Keys unshackled, so let me drop these bars. BLJ3 throws away spinning wheels. Look from afar, it's a turtle star. 2401, I guess that L is real. Needed something different if I'ma be honest. I didn't even try to find from the comments, so I summed this up in 19 lines, cause that's one's next.
Origins is a speedrun where I can really only talk about the map itself. It is jam-packed with content, and playing it out feels like I'm sifting through a box full of toys. It introduced 4 diverse wonder weapons in the form of stabs before DE just copied their homework and got a worse grade. All the unique steps of the Easter egg are incredibly challenging in their own right, and yeah, while that would normally be bad, their inherent challenge makes you feel something. Hell, moving around in the map is a chore. The whole thing is covered in mud, but unlike the Keeper step, Origins gives you solutions. The first pistol you spawn in with, you can later pack-a-punch into a laser pistol, and the upgraded recoil from the lasers sends you backwards. Speedrunners quickly realized that this could be used to propel themselves across the mud and make death-defying jumps with ease. This solution is both creative and rewarding, but most importantly, it looks so fucking cool. I mean, I said it before, but DE, I'm talking to you. Take notes, this is on the test tomorrow. There's a lot to love here, but I want to talk about a step in the Easter egg called Rainfire. I haven't mentioned it yet, but there are 3 giant robots in Origins, and inside of each, there's a big red button that shoots missiles. Now, throughout the map, you also get a grenade called a G-Strike. This is kind of like a beacon, which lures away zombies to kill them easier. Anyway, later on, the game will tell you to dig up a burial site located outside the map. Players back in 2013 were scratching their heads on how to do this, until one guy cracked the code. You had to shoot the foot of the middle robot as it was stepping on you. Call in the drone strike, and then, right before the missiles shoot, Usain Bolt over to the burial site to land an A1 perfect tomahawk throw of the G-Strike, using it as the beacon to direct the missiles to blow up the burial site, where then, I kid you not, 500 robot zombies can fly out from within and land on the map to attack the player. Do you understand why this is my favorite map now? In my attempts for this video, I didn't even end up making it that far. It's that difficult. But to show you a better run, a while back, I did a speed run while controlling the game with a piano. Yeah, I used to do this for a bunch of different zombies maps, but this was by far my proudest achievement. I went from having never played this map solo to grinding days worth of attempts for 2 weeks. Hating pretty much every second of it, mind you, but that moment at the end, 1 hour and 52 minutes in, on my last life, no perks, where I got those final 100 kills. God damn. And it's in beating Origins, watching that final cutscene play, where everything in this map makes sense. The story that all these games were building towards, the toy box from earlier, that feeling of mystery and wonder, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was a fantasy being played out between 2 curious kids in their bedroom. The creation of this map is fucking genius, and you can tell just by the gameplay alone. If you want a little insight into that creator, that's him right there, Jason Blundell, having an interview about the future of zombies. Now, viewers watching at home took notice that he was blinking a lot in the interview. I know it's random, but I mean, look at the guy. It became a whole meme and everything. Apparently one guy remembered all the obscure puzzles he would hide in his games and did the wildest thing imaginable. Got to work and translated his blinking dot for dash into Morse code, where it was then revealed that his blinking was spelling out actual lore for Call of Duty Zombies. What the f? And it's these kinds of ridiculous secrets hiding at the seams that make maps like Origins such a fascination. These dense puzzles created for an entire community to solve, some taking years to figure out, and it's all locked behind a $15 DLC for a 10-year-old Call of Duty game. If there's anything you take away from this video, watch a speedrun of Origins. I've linked a video by a top runner breaking down the run's entirety to its most meticulous of depths. And if this video didn't do it for you, maybe that one will. More than anything though, I just wanted to share with you why I truly believe this speedrun and this map to be nothing short of a work of art.